Hello everyone and welcome back to another reading. I asked again tonight if anybody specifically had, well, of course the truck needs to go at that exact moment, but I asked if there was anybody who had any messages that they wanted to come through tonight, and it turns out that Baldr, the Norse God, not often spoken about, but absolutely lovely. Anyway, he asked that I sort of channel a message tonight for him. I have my Baldr little statue over here, my key. Okay, Baldr. I've got my Season of the Witch Letha deck here. You just tell us the overall energy of this reading through this deck, Baldr. Sun Salutation. Praise the temple that carries your spirit. Support is needed. So, there's something that this world often wants us to forget, and that's to take care of ourselves. Body, mind, soul. The connection between the three of those. I mean, we have this butterfly here of transformation, and if we don't take care of ourselves, this butterfly going up into the light through the trees here, and I'm seeing this hair as almost like a root, rooted in ourselves, but always willing to transform. Always willing to move more towards the light. And I don't mean to say that as in the way that, the spiritual community loves to sort of always say love and light, and not acknowledge the darkness. And look at all this darkness here. The light can only be this bright and beautiful with the darkness here. And I'm not saying that in any sort of way to negate horrible things that happen to people. Of course not. But they do make the glimmers of light, those rays coming in, feel so much more beautiful upon us. And as we continue to go towards more of that light being our spirit, ourselves, our higher selves, beyond these human bodies, right? So always be willing to reach for the light, to reach for that transformation, and understand, too, that we also need to be rooted in these earthly bodies, in this life that we have chosen to come here and live. Okay, what next? I've got my Citadel deck here. All right. How should we be chasing after this light, Baldr? One more. Two more. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Okay. Yes. I think this is, we need to be chasing the light by understanding that we are star stuff, that we are part of the cosmos. We are not separated from it. When we look into the cosmos, that is us looking back at us. And by us, I mean the way in which we are all so connected to one another. We are, even though it gets dampened in these bodies, we are so connected to our ancestors and those who, all those who came before us, but also those who live elsewhere in whatever kind of way they do, deities, you know, spirits from anywhere, the spirits of this land as well, this beautiful earth, right? We are all connected. We are all reflections of each other. We are all mirroring each other. And I think we need to tap into our intuition more, and listen more deeply within ourselves to hear the connection. It doesn't mean that we should be drowned out by this at all, but understand, let it sort of flow through us and move through us as we walk in these lives, so that we can walk in better communion with each other, in better communion with the stars, with everything. I'm seeing here the archer here, you know, these are rays, these are following the light. This is, he's telling us to aim true at the things. Don't be distracted by what's here, but look towards the focus of the light that you need to be looking towards. I'm actually going to turn this card upside down as though we are shooting from the forest up into the sun, you know, up into that light, that cosmic light. We need to understand how to use our bow and arrow that's within us, you know, whatever way that comes about. I want you to think of the thing that you do that brings you the most joy. And that doesn't mean that it's necessarily a solitary thing, because I don't think anything that we do is ever completely solitary. We are human beings, first of all, who are communal animals, right? We cannot have everything that we have without having been all together building towards what we have now, and building towards the light of the future, of the thing that we can have, which is that light of the future. So aim true. So whether you're an artist, you know, of any sort, whether you are somebody who is good at community organizing in whatever way that is, all of the things that make you feel the most vital and alive and true, those are the things that you need to use, because by using those tools that you are innately born with, you are going to be shooting for that light, to pull it in, to bring it in here. And follow that. That's very much going into this here, the muse. Think of the thing that you so deeply, you know, as a singer, you know, and I've talked to my partners about this lately, as a singer, as somebody who loves performing, the way that performing makes me feel is like I am holy, that the stage is my temple, and I am the high priestess presenting this ritual for people to step in and come into. And it makes me alive with electricity and buzzing and just absolute vitality within me. I can feel myself getting so connected to the very core of who I am, of the very core of who my spirit is, and what my spirit wanted to do with this life that I chose to live. Let that guide you. The stars here, let that guide you. Call it in with a spell. Call it in with drink and fun and wonderfulness, with celebration, with light, with the light of the stars. The keys are here for us. The keys are here for us to bring in this light. And it's going to come flooding in, my loves. It is going to come flooding in such a beautiful way. And I think we're all going to be astounded by it, with how this world feels right now. What we're calling in is going to be the most beautiful thing. Ooh, getting emotional. Okay. Thank you, Baldr. All right, more cards. Yeah, okay. I'm using my B Tarot deck. This is the one you want to use? Oh, no. Do you want to use any other deck? Oh, is this the message? Is that it? Short and sweet, okay? That's what he wanted us to know. And I think this is an absolutely gorgeous message and so inspiring and honestly full of love. Follow the light, my loves. Follow your light. Follow your light. And by doing that, it becomes effortless to bring in this light that we are seeking, this light of the future that we are seeking. We are so capable of using that and hitting that light and bringing it back and calling it into us. Thank you so very much for being here. I hope this was helpful and hopeful. And yeah. And I hope if you've never heard about Baldr before, please go, look him up, look into his story. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are when you see this. Thank you so very much. I love you. Bye-bye.